Alright, I'm just going to say it. I think Portugal are getting knocked out. I genuinely do. And honestly, I didn't think I'd be saying that before the tournament started. Because if you asked me before the World Cup who my favorites were, Portugal would have been in the top three. Look at the squad. Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, João Neves, Leao, Bernardo Silva, Nuno Mendes, Diogo Costa. Player for player, this is one of the strongest squads in the entire tournament. So why am I sitting here saying Croatia are going to beat them? Because after watching both teams throughout this World Cup, I trust Croatia more. That's literally what it comes down to. Not talent, trust. You know what's funny? If someone asked you who's got the better squad, everyone's saying Portugal. Probably 90% of football fans. But if I asked who would you trust more in the last 15 minutes of a knockout game, I honestly think a lot of people would say Croatia. And that's the massive problem if you're Portugal. Because here's the thing, Croatia know exactly who they are. Portugal, I still don't know. And we are into the knockout rounds. That's worrying. Let's actually start with Portugal because I think that's where the biggest conversation is. Like I said, I love this squad. I genuinely do. I think it's one of the best Portugal squads we have ever seen. But every time I watch them, something just feels missing. Do you know what it is? Identity? Seriously. If I asked you right now, what is Portugal's style of football? Can you answer it? Spain? Easy. France? Easy. Argentina? Easy. Croatia? Easy. Portugal? I'm not really sure. Sometimes they dominate possession, sometimes they sit back, sometimes Bruno is everywhere, sometimes Bruno disappears for 20 minutes, sometimes Leo looks unstoppable, sometimes he barely gets the ball. That's my concern. Because once you get into knockout football, you can't still be searching for your identity. You need to know exactly who you are. Croatia do. Portugal? I'm still not convinced. And this brings me to Roberto Martinez. Now, before people think I'm blaming him for everything, I am not. I actually think he's done some really good things. The dressing room looks all together, the players seem happy, there's no obvious drama. But I still think Portugal start games way too slowly. It's almost like they're waiting to see what happens. Against Croatia, that's dangerous because Croatia don't need many chances. They don't need to dominate possession. They're just waiting for you to lose concentration. And once they smell blood, they're horrible to play against. This is why Croatia scare me. Not because I think they've got better footballers. I don't. Portugal have the better squad. But Croatia, no knockout football. Honestly, they're probably the best knockout nation over the last decade outside Argentina and France. Think about it. World Cup finals, semi-finals, penalty shootouts, extra time, late goals, comeback. Nothing seems to bother them. You never watch Croatia panic. Ever. If they concede first, they still look calm. If Portugal concede first, I immediately start wondering, okay, what's the plan B? And that's the difference. For me, this whole game is decided in the midfield. Forget Ronaldo. Forget all the headlines. If Croatia control the midfield, they'll control the game. Simple as that. Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes, they have to win that battle. Because if Modric starts controlling the tempo, Portugal are chasing the game, and Croatia love that. Now let's talk about Ronaldo. Because I know that's what everyone's going to talk about after the game. Should he start? For me, yes. Absolutely. I still think Ronaldo starts. But Portugal need to stop asking him to do everything. He's not 25 anymore. Don't ask him to drop into the midfield. Don't ask him to build attacks, get the ball wide, cross early, create chances. Let Ronaldo do what Ronaldo does best. Finish. The more I think about this game, the more I keep coming back to one thing. If this becomes chaotic, I trust Croatia. If this becomes tactical, I trust Croatia. If this goes to extra time, I trust Croatia. If it goes to penalties, I definitely trust Croatia. That's why I just can't pick Portugal. So, my prediction, I think Portugal score, I think Croatia respond, and I think somewhere late in the game, Croatia find the winner. I've got Croatia 2, Portugal 1. And honestly, if that's what happens, we could be watching the final World Cup match of Cristiano Ronaldo's career. Whether you support him or not, that's going to be a huge moment in football history. But that's just my opinion. Now I want to hear yours. Who's winning, Portugal or Croatia? And if Portugal do go out, what happens next? Does Roberto Martinez stay or is this the end of his project? Let me know down there in the comments. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.